Welcome to everybody in our new offices, in which we are since the last 2 months. We are very pleased today to have our Chief Operation Officer, Mrs. Laurence Breton-Moyer, and our Chief of the Embassy, Ambassador Bertolotti, with us tonight. Before giving them the floor, I would like to thank all of you for the excellent cooperation we have for the last 10 years, since we are celebrating 10 years of AFD in Jordan. I would like to thank my team for the extraordinary job they are doing every day, just supporting me. We wish that we can continue the good cooperation with Jordan for a long years to come. But I will give the floor to our official guests.
Directeur, Madame la Directrice, dear friends, it's really nice to see so many of you here tonight. I think if a proof was needed of the friendly relationships that IFD has built over those 10 years in Jordan, your presence is that proof. 10 years is quite a milestone. It is also entering in the teenage years, and as any teenager, Serge and his team wanted to emancipate, and so they left the family home and established their new headquarters here. But they are not far away. So whenever they have dirty laundry, we can but the fact that IFD is here more seriously doesn't mean at all less interest on the part of the embassy. IFD is really one of the operators of the French Foreign Ministry, together also with the French Ministry of Economy and Finance. But it's one of our operators of our foreign and development policy. So 10 years have passed, but as I said this morning in signing an agreement with Minister Fahouri, we are committed for well over the next 10 years. We are here to stay. IFD is here to stay, because all the projects and all the financing that we have committed to Jordan mean that we are here for the long term. I mean, those projects are ambitious. They take time to bear their fruit. Not so much time to be put in place, and I want to commend the teams of IFD for that. I think they have really at heart the desire to act quickly, to respond quickly to the needs of Jordan.
Well, thank you for your presence. And I think it's an important step for us. I mean, not only moving and the place physically, but the steps of what has been achieved and what we hope to do together. And well, thank you for your presence and attention. As His Excellency was recalling, ISD is turning 75 years. I mean, starting celebration tomorrow. And I think the particular history, if I may take a few minutes, but IFD was born in London, which is for the French development the first particularity, and it was the French actually Treasury and Banque de France of Charles du Général de Gaulle, les forces de la France libre. So we started with some kind of resistance and help to emancipate. And let's think that emancipation is part of our ADN. And usually there are a lot of communication. I mean, things have to be quickly moving on, and we know that for a complex infrastructure, you have still to do it properly. So it's a big challenge to do it quickly, but properly. And also, attention we want to draw in the coming operation is.
Well, thank you. The Agence Française de Développement, who's the development bank of the French government, has been acting in Jordan for 10 years. So in the past 10 years, we've mobilized 1.1 billion euro, aiming at financing projects for bringing essential services to Jordan population, for example, in the water sector. And we finance several projects in that sector, and we aim at increasing the access of more than 80% of the population. And the project we've had the pleasure to sign this morning will concern the supply of cities in the north, like Irbid and Ramsat, who will be able to have an increase of 50% of their access to supply, and also with a specific social component to make sure that vulnerable people and also all the hosting people and refugees will also benefit from that, because really the signature of IFD is really to make sure that all our financial support will deliver quickly and on very concrete impacts for the Jordan population. Yeah, among the other sectors that we've been financing, beside the water sector, the energy sector, we have been financed the Green Corridor, and we're also supporting through our subsidiary Proparco the development of renewables energy, which is a very interesting and important development for Jordan to make also to enhance the energy security for the future. Yeah, and our action now is going to be increased, and the Memorandum of Understanding signed with the French president a few months ago has announced that AFD will commit 900 million euro in the next 3 years. So that's a really quick increase and dedicate to really support Jordanian effort to face the major challenge of the Syria refugee crisis. So our operation will now be dedicated to both tackle the development and resilience issue and make sure that there will be support to the Jordan population and also to support to the refugees in these essential services, job creation, but also access to education and access to employment. So Agence Française de Développement is actually working already with a lot of other actors. Like, for example, in Jordan, our role is also to help to mobilize other type of financial support. And we've been working very closely with European Union, with KfW, with EIB. And like the project I was mentioning this morning, the ERBIT project is a 144 million euro, among which part will be from the European Union, a big part will be also from the German government, and the rest from AFD. So our role is also to help and bring some kind of coalition of support to Jordan. And we'll hope that we'll be able to continue our support for the Red Dead Sea project also, on which the French government, AFD, has been supporting financial of the studies, preparatory studies, and we hope that we'll be able to continue our support to make that really strategic project a reality for Jordan. Thank you very much, and my presence here is also to pass on the message that AFD will and the French government continue with strong support to Jordan, especially in this difficult period. Thank you.
Well, we're gathered tonight for the 10th anniversary of the establishment of AFD, the French Agency for Development, in Jordan. And in 10 years, really, the cooperation between France and Jordan has increased tremendously. And I would give just 3 figures to illustrate that. First of all, through AFD projects, in a way or another, we help to provide 80% of the water, of drinkable water, for the kingdom. Through AFD as well, 25% of renewable energy projects are supported and financed. And by the end of 2018, 300,000 people should be transported in Amman thanks to the BRT, the rapid bus system. So this shows the domains in which the cooperation has developed: water, energy, transportations. So all fields that help Jordanians every day, and that also help Jordan overcome the impact of the refugee crisis, because we also work a lot, including through the AFD's budget support to Jordan. We help Jordan to cope with the refugee crisis and to sustain the impact of the influx of refugees. Yeah, well, I'd like to see more Jordanians learning French, learning the French language, studying in France, and I think we can achieve it. We have good tools for that. We have the French Institute in Jebel al-Webde, which is the oldest cultural institute established in Jordan more than 50 years ago, that provides language classes and cultural activities for all those who want to practice French. We have also the French School in Amman, which is offering quality education at affordable cost from KG1 to grade 12. And I am pleased to say that there has been an increase this year by 10% of the number of registered pupils at the French school. So if you wish to speak French in Jordan, it's possible. No, I don't think this is true. I mean, I give regularly interviews in events. I was last week in the most popular show of Jordanian TV on Roya. So I'm always happy to be with the local press and answer your questions.
ضم للأنباء قمر الحقيقة.